Assalamu alaikum dear students. This video is about giving some practical exercise Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Microsoft PowerPoint presentation is very easy for students to create, edit and memorize. It looks like watching a video through which quick learning is possible and it can be downloaded very easily readable as well. To the Home tab, there are a lot of options related to the slides. When you click on this new slide, there are different layouts being provided to you. You can select any layout that is suited to your condition. Like if I want selected this layout, I can add a heading over here and the text bullets under it. If I choose a different layout like this, I can add some text over here and the related image over here and can add some title over here as well. Then even after creating the slide, you can change the layout afterwards as well. I can change this layout to this as well. This is the slide navigation. If you want to copy any slide, just click on it, copy it and then paste. The same slide will be pasted again. The Home tab gives you the commands that are related to the slides. Presentation can be created in different ways. Simple way is to create a blank presentation and the other method is to create presentation using Design tab. How can you make a blank presentation? Just go to the file, new and select a blank presentation from. So your blank presentation is started from here. Okay, coming back to our original presentation. Background fill effects are used in slides to enhance their appearance. User can add pre-formatted background effects that are included with PowerPoint and can add customized effects. For example, coming to this Design tab and coming towards this Format Background option, we have four main categories of formatting the background through solid color, through gradient fill, through picture or text, texture fill or through pattern fill. For example, I have selected a solid fill option, then I select the color, will be color display. If I select the gradient fill, I can display a variety of colors at the background. For example, I will click on this arrow and select the yellow color, then I'll select on this arrow and then I click orange color, then I will click on this arrow and will select red color and I will click on this arrow and will select, for example, green color. This makes a rainbow-like structure. When I make it like, I can add another color as well, blue, and now it looks rainbow. This is making a gradient fill and selecting your own colors. If you want to add a picture at the background, just or a texture fill, just click on this option and for a picture you have to browse your folders and select a picture. For example, I select a picture, this one, insert, and this picture is now being displayed at the background. If I want to select a texture, I'll just click on the texture option and select the predefined textures over here like the bubble, water droplets, the paper bag, the granite, medium wood, oak, walnut, cork. A lot of options are being available. Marble style. I just select the water drop slide. You can make these changes to all the slides and you can make this background for a single slide as well. Now there is another option, pattern fill. Just click on this option and there are a lot of patterns being available. Just select a pattern and select the color and that pattern can be your background as well. We can't select so much. You can hide the background designs of this theme as well, and by unchecking it the background design are displayed. Then even after creating the presentation you can change the template of your presentation at any time. Then undoing it will bring it to its previous design. What is a placeholder? Like this text, the text written over here is in a placeholder. You can just Select a placeholder and move it around wherever you want. This can also be moved like this. So you can adjust your placeholders anytime you want. Coming to the transition, slide transition is a visual movement when one slide changes to the next during a slideshow. Actually, a presentation is a combination of different slides being designed, and these slides collectively make a presentation. These transitions contain special effects that you can add between the slides. You can select any transition style, like I select this push-up, so each slide will appear in a push-up style. I can apply this transition will appear on the screen in this push style. If I don't want this, I can select many other transitions styles being provided. Like for example, just check this. It looks funny in a professional presentation. So any transition style can be selected like this. You can add a sound to your transition animation as well. Like I select chime sound. Now reviewing it, duration of your animation speed over here. Like if I want to make this movement slowly, if I want to make this transition a bit faster, I'll just add one. Just reviewing it again. So this is all about the transitions. Now coming to the animation tab. Animations are horrible. People remember them. They are dynamic and they make your presentation more memorable. The most common types of animation effects, entrances, insects, and all that. Custom animation allows to add effects to a presentation. To perform the custom animation, just click on the object. Like I want any option like split, and this specific object will appear on the screen like this, or square. Now select this object and I'm selecting fly in animation style. Now previewing my whole slide. So you can add animation to each and every object on your slide, text on your slide by selecting any options being provided over here. Now if you want to find a specific text, you can come towards the home tab and select this option find and replace, or you can simply click the shortcut command Ctrl and F. Just write whatever you want to find, like for example replace, and replace is over here in this slide and it is being shown to you. So you can find any word in your presentation. If you want to change it, then use the replace command and select the word replace and change it with replace. See, this the word is being replaced. Just close it and I'll undo it to bring it. Now if you want to print your presentation, you will come to the file tab, select the print option, and it will display these commands. From the settings, you can select if you want to print all the slides or some specific slides, just the current slide. Then how much slides do you want to print per page? For example, I want to print 4 slides per page. I will select this option. If you want your presentation to be printed on a page in a vertical style, you have to select the portrait orientation, and if you want your presentation to be printed on the screen in a horizontal way, you have to select this landscape orientation. Now all is done about it. If you have a colored printer, you can select the colored option, otherwise go for a grayscale. Then how many copies do you want to be printed? 3 copies of this presentation, 1 copy. Just select it and then just click this button. If you have a printer being attached to your system and the software is properly installed, by clicking this button, the printing process will be. Now, if you want to see the slideshow of your slides being designed, come to this option. There are a lot of options available, including the slideshow, starting the slideshow from the beginning slide or starting the slideshow from the current slide. For rehearsal basis, you can check the time that you take to complete your presentation. Like I'll check this an option and it will start recording my time. I will just explain the slides and move around and the timer will just record my presentation. When you are done with your presentation,